Hi, I'm Tammy.
And I'm Rebecca.
And we are a Chick that Knits. Welcome to our podcast. Hey guys, it has been a minute. Boy, we have been so busy. And we just wanted to come on here, make some time, and come on and tell you about all the fun things that we've been doing and catch up with you guys.
So we are in our dye studio right now, and if you can see back here way in the back, Lynn is washing our yarn. So if you hear some clanging around and some water splashing, that's what's going on in the background.
Yeah, so instead of the front of the showroom, we're in the back where the dye studio is. So you can kind of see the dye studio behind us.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the last time we were here, we had just been to the Nash Yarn Fest in Nashville, Tennessee. And we have come back and have just been super, super busy. So actually, because of Nash, when you go to these fiber festivals, yarn store owners come to these fiber festivals and they look for people, new things to bring to their yarn store. So to do a trunk show or something like that. So after Nash, we booked maybe 3 or 4 trunk shows. And so that was new to us the past couple months. And so when we ship a trunk show, we typically...
We send a big box.
Yeah.
A huge box worth of yarn.
Yeah, it's a huge box worth of yarn. So we have to dye the yarn for our showroom here in Edmond. And then enough yarn to... a nice amount of yarn to send to a trunk show somewhere else. So we've just been busy dyeing all that yarn and doing those trunk shows. And anyway, that's why we haven't been around lately, because we've been busy and
we've had lots of stuff going on. I've also had surgery.
Yeah, so you remember the last time we were here, Rebecca had hurt her wrist. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe we'll do a little tour. I don't know. But anyway, we have an oven.
You can see it right here. The door's kind of open. There's Lynn getting pans out of the oven.
Okay, I can't see that far, so it's just blank for me. But anyway, so Rebecca was lifting a pan and putting it in the oven, and she snapped a tendon. I don't know if it's on this side or this side.
So you have the 2 bones here on your heel of your wrist or your hand, and I tore the ligament that holds those 2 together. So they had to cut me open here on the top. Should we show them what it looks like?
No, they might be creepy. Okay. It's not gross at all. It's just a little scar, but it's about a 4-inch scar on her wrist. Anyway, she had surgery. They put her all back together. She was in a cast for a month. They took off the cast, and she's in this brace, and she's doing physical therapy. But she's frozen nearly.
Yeah, I mean, you're supposed to be able to move your wrist like this. All I have motion-wise is like this right now.
Yeah.
Barely that much.
She can't lift more than 5 pounds. So that's another thing that happened. Yeah. So she's not dyeing with me. So the only dyeing is me. So
we've had my surgery.
Yeah.
Her daughter got married, which is a lot of fun.
Yes.
We've done mail-in trunk shows. We've done a couple other trunk shows, in-person trunk shows. We went to Estes Park, Colorado. We're preparing for more trunk shows, so we're just really busy, which is a great problem to have.
Yeah. But that's why we haven't been here. So, yeah. So anyway, we just got back from Estes Park, Colorado, and I had such a blast.
Yeah.
So a lot of people think Rebecca's my daughter. She's not. She's my adopted daughter, if you consider that. But I treat her like my daughter. But anyway, I was really excited because I had gone to the Estes Park wool market one year. Just my husband and I went. We had such a fabulous time. So we applied to be a vendor this year and got accepted. So we went and vended this year at the Estes Park show, and we had a blast.
Yeah.
Everybody is so kind. What I find really interesting, so when we go to different regions in the United States, let's say we go to Dallas-Fort Worth Fiber Festival in Dallas, Texas, there's kind of a energy or a crowd or a type of people that go there. And then when we went to Nash in Nashville, Tennessee, there's a different crowd and a different type of people. Now we went to Estes Park in Colorado, and there's another little different. I have never seen so many beautiful women that don't wear makeup with their natural hair, and they don't wear makeup, and they're so pretty. Anyway, that's just something that's interesting when you travel and you see the different regions and the different, I don't know if you say energy or personality or...
Yeah, I would say personalities.
Yeah, and all the creativity is fantastic. Oh, that's my favorite part. So what was your favorite part about Colorado?
Well, Josh got to go with us. This is the first time that he's traveled with us, and we had a off day, so we went on. Tammy, Lynn, and I took the truck and the trailer up on Wednesday. We had Bootsy with us, so we drove up there Wednesday. Josh had to stay back and take care of some stuff here. But he got up there Thursday, so we set up Thursday, and then Friday we had a day to go run around Estes Park. So we went up to the Rocky Mountain National Park, and
it was
we went
snowing.
way up into the mountains.
It's June. It was snowing.
It was snowing. The actual temperature was 40, but the wind was howling, so it was probably 20. We didn't have the proper clothes on. It was freezing.
Shorts.
But it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. But that's why when I meant, she's like my daughter. I'm like, oh, I want to show you Estes Park. You've got to come to Estes Park. You've got to see all this. So it's fun watching through her eyes of something new, or, it's just, anyway, we had a great time.
Yeah, we had a great time visiting with everybody. It's always good to meet everyone. A couple people said that they missed our podcast, so hi, we're back.
Yeah, we're in the back. I mean, I'm getting ready to dye yarn. I mean, we're working all the time.
Yeah.
So in Estes Park, we met. I wish I had gotten their names. It's just we see so many people. But Rebecca's going to put a picture up here. And this lady made Andrea Mallory's, I forgot the name of the pattern, but we'll put it up here. Oh, I just love it. Guys, when you come and you say hello to us and you show us some of the things you've made with our products, that's the highlight of our show. I mean, we have a great time and everything, but seeing your creativity, it's just special is all I can say.
Ooh, I kicked the table. Sorry.
So we got to see some elk. So the elk, is it deer elk or elk? Are they deer?
No.
They're elk?
Elk. But there's also something called a mule deer. So there were mule deer in our Airbnb lawn. There was an elk kind of on our driveway.
Yeah, she was like, I haven't seen
an elk yet.
I'll see if she can fix it. But on our way out of town, this little video happened. We were surrounded by elk in our car. So, by the time I get the camera out and get it turned on, you get the elk's bottom. So,
yeah, it was Sunday afternoon after we had all packed up, and we were heading back to the Airbnb so Josh and I could get on the road and come back and take care of stuff here. But it was a lot of fun to see them.
The weather was good. Our accommodations were great. Meeting everybody was wonderful. So, like I was telling you earlier, local yarn stores will either vend at the show or come to the show. And we were invited to a couple new trunk shows. And we, nothing's nailed down yet. We haven't even heard back from her. But looks like we're going to be in Laramie, Wyoming soon. Yeah. So I'm really excited about that. My stepdaughter Bailey lives in Worland, Wyoming. And so she loves all the knits and the bulky cows. I mean, she'd wear one every day. She can't get enough. So we're excited to be in Wyoming.
Yeah. So we'll pause for a second and put up some Lindy pictures here of the wedding.
Yeah, so my daughter got married, and that took quite a bit of she did everything. I didn't have to do much, to be honest with you. Rebecca and I went the morning of and set up the tables and stuff. But anyway, I'm going to show you a couple pictures of my daughter's wedding. So I have a son named John, and she married a man named John. So it's a little complicated.
Yeah. It's a little confusing. Are we talking about husband
John
or brother John?
Yeah, are we talking about my son or the fiance? Who are we talking about? But anyway, I'm super pleased with her. We like John. He's a very nice, smooth and stable and even guy. So he fits in well with our type of personality. So anyway, I don't know what pictures are going to go up, but we've got Lindy and John, and we've got my 3 kids, John, Jake, and Lindy. And me and the kids, and so enjoy some of these pictures.
We actually do wear real clothes sometimes. We got dressed up, so we'll put a picture of us too.
You'll see Josh, her boyfriend Josh, and Rebecca were there. So it was a beautiful venue. We had a wonderful time. Everything was seamless.
Perfect.
It was perfect. Lindy had a wonderful time. So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. So we're traveling again in 2 weeks. Right, 2 weeks?
In 2 weeks, we will be in Conroe, Texas. That is the Houston area, so very southern Texas. We're going to the Modern Skein. Sharon runs that shop. Her husband is Red Stag Fibers. I'm not sure his name.
Josh, I think is his name.
So we're really excited to go to Texas in 2 weeks. We will be in southern Texas, and we're going to bring our assigned pulling and some of our fun new yarns.
Yep, we have some fun kits like this shift kit.
Yeah. So what's behind us right now? If you'll pull, can you grab that sequin yarn?
You want the sequin? We have a little trampoline over here to our side that we are using as a table.
I jump on a trampoline. It gets your lymph moving up and down. It's
Here's
wonderful. Best exercise ever. So, well, I can't say that, but I love it. So this is a handful, literally, of our sequin yarn. Well, I hope that's working for you. So, our fun sequin yarn. So this right here is the ranunculus, a very popular pattern on Ravelry, and it's made with singles fingering held together with the sequin yarn. And it just puts a, oh, it's so pretty. Everybody that sees this.
You can kind of see the slight shine to it.
I wonder if I move it a little bit, if you see the sparkle. Anyway, it's my type of sparkle, you know. Just a little bit of sparkle, not too much, but anyway, I love it. It's beautiful. So this was, the entire shirt was made holding the sequin yarn with another yarn. This, behind Rebecca, is the shift by Andrea Mowry. It takes 3 colors, and one of the colors we use the sequin yarn. So it's just a tiny little bit of bling.
So we used Indigo Nights, Cherry Blossom, and then the sequin was fuchsia. Yeah, fuchsia.
But it's just, it just catches the light. It's so cute and pretty. We just love it. So this is the sequin yarn. We're going to bring some of this to Texas. One lady in Colorado, I think we've got like 14 colors. She bought one of every color because they make stockings, Christmas stockings every year. And they wanted to use this with some of their Christmas stockings. I thought that was a brilliant idea. And speaking of Christmas stockings, did we get the stocking?
I don't think so. I forgot a few things. We'll be right back. Pause for 1 moment.
All right, so speaking of the stockings, we now carry Knit Collage, and I'm so excited. So Amy from Knit Collage, most of her stuff is bulky, but she makes this darling yarn. Look at the sock on that, the foot on this. Look at the little daisy stitches. This just really describes my heart, I think. This whimsical, cute, darling yarn, and I'm so pleased that we get it in. So we carry this now online and in the shop, and we're going to promote this in July for Christmas in July. So there's a little mini kit. Do you have the, did I bring a mini kit?
I know. We'll put a picture up here.
Anyway, they've got these cute mini sampler kits. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little types of yarn from Knit Collage, and you can make this darling stocking. And on her website, she has it where you've got those fairy lights kind of woven in here that you put a battery in. Oh, and that boho. Hello, isn't this boho and darling?
We just ran out of time.
Yeah.
The lights didn't get here in time.
But you can put the fairy lights in here, and this would be so cute. So we're going to promote this in July for Christmas in July. But so there's a sneak peek you guys have.
Do you want to talk about this one or this one next?
We'll do both. So this is Knit Collage yarn, okay? So I made this while we were there. This is a cowl. I just didn't get it seamed together. I made this in like an hour and a half, guys. So, again, in Oklahoma, this might be a little warm, but in Wyoming it's not. In Colorado it's not. So, and it hasn't been blocked. So this, look how cute that is, guys. And then if it's raining or snowing, you can just pull it up over your head. And look at the yarn. I'm going to just show you the yarn parade. Da, da, da. Do you see the daisies? So anyway, I love Knit Collage. I'm so excited. And then Bev, you know I don't have time to knit very much anymore. She made this darling crop top for me. And this is made to where you can wear it inside. There's front and back's the same.
Right.
But this is the right side. And then the inside, you could wear it inside out too. And it's still just as cute, whether it's inside out or right side out. I think I like it this way better. But it shows that you can wear it both ways.
I think the actual pattern has you wearing the reverse stockinette side out, but you can wear it either way. It's very versatile.
So this is just one of those 5 mini skeins and one full size of their bulky yarn.
Of the spun cloud is what it's called.
So I just love this. This is Timmy Tam Bimmy Bam. My uncle calls me Timmy Tam Bimmy Bam, so sometimes that comes out.
And then Bev also made this cardigan. I'm going to let you hold it.
Okay. Look at this. Now she may have used 2 of those sample minis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And maybe
two or three of the spun cloud
maybe
skeins.
just 1 or 2, because out of my cowl I made, I still have over half the skein left. But anyway, isn't this darling? Look how fun.
On Sunday, we were trying to get a picture of us in front of the booth, and it was really cold in the venue, at the Estes Park venue. And so Len came and stood in the middle of us, and he had this cute little cardigan on. So we'll put the picture.
Show that too. Len was modeling it. So
he likes to model for us sometimes. He just doesn't think we're going to share it with y'all, but we have to.
Yeah, so he plays up a little bit, but of course we're going to show you everything.
So here's some of that really cute daisy yarn.
So I have a granddaughter who's 12 or 13. Her birthday was yesterday. Jordan, happy birthday. I thought this would be darling scarf for the girls. Yeah. She has a little sister too. So, I was hoping to make a fun scarf, although they've moved to Florida. So why would they need a big bulky scarf in Florida?
Right. Here is the spun cloud, what the vest and top were made out of. If you look really close, there's a delicate little sparkle in there too. And then we also have, is this silk? I can't remember.
No, it's not silk. This is called their waterfall colors. So this is like ribbon. It's fabric. It's like ribbon. And, look at the colors. They're just beautiful. Stunning choice of colors. Anyway, so that is on the website, and we have it in store in the showroom.
Yeah. I'm trying to see what...
Super excited.
What these say.
Does it say viscose? Isn't that...
100% hand-dyed viscose.
I'd have to look up what viscose is. I'm not real sure what it is.
So we have some knit collage, and we have more colors on the website, but we just grabbed a few just to show you what all they look like.
I tried to get some neutral palettes so the pop of color would show up really well. And she sells out quite a bit. I think they're having a
knit-along?
A knit-along. So if you're interested in that, you can go join their knit-along, and we carry some of the yarns you might be able to pick out for them.
Yeah. Let's talk about this next. So...
This is another Andrea Mowry. It's called Through Lines.
Oh, that's upside down.
Now this is my friend Kay's. She let me borrow it. I'm actually working on this. I am halfway done. I've been working on it for 3 months now. Well, since we went to Arkansas.
Yeah.
Anyway, every time I have this out and I'm working on it, and someone walks in, they will go buy the exact yarn for this scarf. So Kay let me borrow it so we could take it to Colorado with us. This is hers. Mine.
Pull yours out.
Okay.
So we used robin's egg, sea nymph, and pumpkin spice in our sample.
My gauge is just a little bit different than Kay's. And I used, so this is robin's egg. This light blue is robin's egg. Then there's a darker variegated blue called sea nymph here. And I use my deluxe sparkle yarn in the sea nymph. And then we have pumpkin spice, which is the orange, coppery orange little stars. And, I just like a touch of sparkle, just a touch to catch your eye. So this is mine. That's not done. But sparkle, no sparkle. Like I said, anytime I have this out and work on it, someone will buy this yarn. The exact colors, everything.
Yeah.
So it's well liked. You can do any color you want. And actually... Andrea Mowry on this pattern, she gives you a sample gauge swatch. And, it's not as involved as this. It's shorter. But what I did is I took my 3 colors, and in that little gauge swatch, I just said, well, do I want the light blue as the background or the dark blue as the background? So I was able to kind of switch it up a little bit to see the color play I wanted, which was so valuable because what I started out with wasn't what I finished with once I saw how the color played together. So that is a really fun thing to do before you even get started for the project.
Absolutely.
So I made it every which way and decided on this way, which must have been the right decision because, like I said, everybody wants to buy this when I have it out and I'm working on it. It's a Designers are so smart. It's just you either have that mind, that engineering mind that puts things together. Like I said, we did a little questionnaire on Instagram recently, and do you follow the pattern or tweak it? And she's like, is that a bad word, a tweaker?
We probably should use that word. Maybe modifying. Let's use that word.
Anyway, she's one who modifies the pattern, and I pretty much stick with the pattern. So,
oh goodness!
You gotta be careful with your words nowadays. And I am notorious for using the wrong word.
Well, do you want to show your other whip right now before we move on to the next thing?
So we made a colorway. We try, as you know, what we just talked about. We're super, super, super busy, but we try to make a special colorway for each show. Well, I made this colorway. I want to say February or March, back in February or March, for Estes Park. So Estes Park is in the Rocky Mountains, and so I made a Rocky Mountain colorway.
Are you in the middle of a row again?
I might be in the middle of a row. So there's two colors in here. The Rocky Mountain colorway.
Oh, no, you're not. Sorry, we got to get her all straightened out here.
Which is striped with doe skin. But anyway, here's the colorway. The thing is, this color came out so gorgeous, I don't want to retire it. It's so pretty. This is the Whiteout by Melanie Berg. Now, the Whiteout by Melanie Berg is a striped shawl with a lace inset. And we want to show that you can implement assigned pulling into any pattern. It doesn't have to be a pattern for assigned pulling. So what we've done is with one of the stripes, we just used an assigned pulling colorway and made little flowers. But this is a sample of, this
striping.
Isn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
It is so beautiful. Sorry, Rocky Mountain, Colorado, you're gorgeous. What can I say? The world wants a little piece of your color.
Yeah.
So we did the rocks, we did the skies.
Sunset.
It's got a little oranges and pinks with a splash of blue for the sky. So, yeah. It's not blocked or anything. It's just been in and out of my knitting bag. So, but these are the two colors. This was a really big, we sold out. So, there's none left. We have to make more. Actually, our assigned pulling tower we took to Colorado, we were going to have 2 towers because that's our best-selling product. I just couldn't get it done in time to fill up 2 towers. But we had a huge, big, stuffed tower with our assigned pulling, and we sold maybe 90% of it.
I would say 95.
95% of it we sell out of our assigned pulling. So, that's not all we sell. I would say the other highlight, let's see Dr. Sarah's. Did I bring that?
Dr. Sarah's cowl that she
Yeah.
Here it is. Sorry.
So we talk about Dr. Sarah all the time. Let's put a picture up here of Dr. Sarah. We love her. She's amazing. So assigned pulling is always the best seller at our shows. The second bestseller is a new base we got in. This is baby alpaca, cashmere, and silk. If you touch it, you're going to buy it. You can't say no to this. It is the most divine, heavenly, softest, incredible yarn you've ever felt. And a lot of people, it's a little pricey at $43 a skein, but like you said, it's cashmere, silk, and baby alpaca. But people loved this. So I'm nearly sold out again of this, so I've got to dye up more.
So this is a cowl. It's a Pearl Soho cowl. I don't remember the name. We'll put it down at the bottom. But she used the colorway Pine and what is this called? Paris Gardens. This is probably not how you wear it, but
I think I called it something else because Paris Gardens, silk takes takes dye differently than merino. So it's gonna look different if there's a silk blend. So this is Paris Gardens, but
It's in the system as Paris Gardens.
is it? I thought I saw something else. I thought, did I name that something else?
No.
But anyway, so if you can see up close, I'm going to show you. So this pattern has eyelets in it. Do you see the little eyelets? So you see the variegated color, and then you see the solid color under the eyelets. Is that not charming? And then again, you saw how pretty it was on Rebecca. So there's a small one. It's up front.
It's a single cowl. This
It's
is
a
double.
single cowl where you just put it over your head and wear it kind of like this. Whereas this one is the infinity type, where you put it on and you twist it. Ah, look at the green. Look how pretty. Oh my gosh, I just threw it on. I didn't even style it. Look how cute. Pearl Soho pattern. Anyway, in our Alpaca Dreams, if you like a little luxury, this is it, guys. This is amazing.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
It's
yarn.
super, super soft. You just want to wrap yourself up.
Oh
in it.
my gosh. You know, Len tease, I'm not the only one. But Len teases me because I'll go to a yarn store anywhere, and the first thing we do is touch our face.
I
Give me
do
a
it.
skein of yarn. So you go somewhere and you go, oh, look at this yarn. Oh, look at this one. So I'm always touching my face. I think it's because you want to feel if it's itchy or scratchy or how it feels on you. Maybe that's why we do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that yarn's amazing.
Oh, let's talk about what I've been working on. So I had surgery. I didn't knit for quite a while. Oh gosh. Didn't knit for quite a while, and within the past 2-3 weeks, I've actually started knitting again. So I'm calling this my therapy knit. This is the Avenue Vest by Tori Yu. Oh, look at all the Stanley here. It's beautiful. The colorway is called the Shire. It's on our Merino DK base.
Check out that color, guys. It's gorgeous.
Right? I'm on my second ball now. I've joined it all in the round. I only have about, I don't know, 1.5 inches, 2 inches underneath the arm. So I used to knit continental, but I can't really move this very much right now. So I taught myself how to knit English. And so it's been a learning curve. I'm very slow, which is not about speed, but I'm used to being able to whip projects out really quick. So, yeah. I joined in my new ball, and this was all I had left of the first ball. Can you see that just short little piece? It worked out perfectly.
Where my mind goes. But, so, as we all know, I've learned, I don't have attention deficit disorder, but I have a lot of symptoms of attention deficit disorder. I think Rebecca has a little bit of it too. Well, something that people with that do, it's called stemming. Now, when I don't have anything to do and I'm just sitting there, I tend to play with my lips. Or I move my fingers, or I'm, doing my
Kicking.
feet. I'm not sitting still. There's something I'm doing. And so part of knitting and crochet can be a form of stemming. So people say this is addictive. I just think a lot of us need something to do with our hands. And so when we knit or we crochet, that's our form of therapy. I mean, people come in, we had someone came in, a big 6'4" redneck oil type guy come in and say, my counselor sent me here to learn to knit for my PTSD. So we all know it's very therapeutic. But it's just when you can't do it, like with Rebecca, when she hurt her hand, and you're used to doing this all day long, I think that's really hard.
I think that has been one of the hardest things, is not being able to knit, and then just recovery. I mean, I thought I was going to bounce back real quick. Once I got my cast off, I would be able to move my wrist around, and therapy would go really simple. Fortunately, that's not been the case. But
she had surgery not a week later. She's with me at the North Texas Yarn Crawl with her ice machine chest, sitting there at the table with ice on her arm because she hurt so bad. But she won't stay home.
No.
She loves this as much as me, and we want to be there. We want to be with you. So surgery or no surgery, we're coming.
yeah,
But
I think I had surgery on a Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday. I stayed home pretty much all week, but on, I think it was Friday or Saturday, I came and I was like, get me out of the house, please, I'm so bored.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah. Anyway, we're in recovery.
Overall.
Physical therapy is amazing. So, it's amazing. So, I have full confidence that she will be back to normal in a couple months.
Absolutely.
But it is a little slow process. She's very stiff right now.
Yeah. Recovery hasn't been too terrible, just... I think it's more been the mental...
I have to sneeze, guys. Excuse me.
Bless you. The mental hurdles and obstacles to go through, I think has been more of the challenging part. But we're moving along.
But she's here. I mean, how quick can I be by your side?
I mean, she's been doing all the dying, but there's still been other stuff going on in the background that I've been taking care of. As you know, there's website stuff, filling orders.
I mean, she's busy all day, so... Yeah. But it has. It's a workout. You know, look at these muscles. That's crazy, muscly from lifting up wet yarn. Yeah.
So we're getting ready to do a crochet along. Do you want to talk about that?
Ooh, Ziggy. So, okay, guys. I used to have a big, beautiful yarn store in downtown Edmond, and it just became too much running the yarn store and dyeing all the yarn. So when my lease was up, I closed the yarn store down.
Because she was the only one dyeing all the yarn. I mean, we're back to that right now, but this is only a short in the interim.
So we went home for a year. Anyway, we're back here. So we have this big warehouse. Well,
what
do you call this, a warehouse?
Yeah.
This big, it's called a flex building. So we have the showroom up front where you can come shop our yarns, and two yarn stores are closing in our area. So I'm trying to bring in some commercial yarns to fill that need. So we have the showroom up front, and we have the majority of this back here. Well, I had some knitting and crochet teachers who taught at the store. Well, the other stores have closed, and so Veronique has come back. So Veronique, she teaches crochet and she teaches knitting, and so she is here. She'll be here this afternoon on Thursday. So if you're local, you can always sign up for a knitting class or a crochet class with Veronique. She teaches you one-on-one. So, and she's a great teacher. But so since Veronique is back, I'm a chick that knits. And I have crocheted a little bit. I remember when I first learned, my daughter-in-law, Kelly, said, would you make me the blanket on the back of Roseanne Barr's couch in the show Roseanne? So, you know, I watch it, and it's a black granny square crochet blanket. And I don't even know how to crochet. Anyway, long story short, I crochet this much, and I want to learn more. I want to do it more.
I don't crochet at all. I would like to learn.
Crochet's huge. Anyway, so Veronique is back with us, and we're going to host the Ziggy Interrupted Make-Along. So we're all going to cast this on together and create this. And we recorded Veronique, who teaches this. So we'll have a podcast, we'll have it on our website to where you can go and you can get little instructions. You can get a video instruction of how to make the granny square. So what you do is you make all these granny squares. There's these granny squares.
They're all throughout the scarf.
And then there's four sections of granny squares. Two at the base and then here and here. So you make all the granny squares.
Then you have to join them all together.
And then she teaches you how to join them together. So she'll teach us how to make the granny square. Then she'll teach us how to join them together. And then she teaches us this row.
This chevron part.
This chevron part. And then she teaches us how to, do the edging and the tassels. So if you're a beginner crocheter like me, join us. Come on.
Yeah, I think I don't remember the exact date, but it starts...
June 21st.
There we go. June 21st. Somebody's excited.
I know.
But we have kits online. There's 4 or 5 kits online, but you're more than welcome to go build your own kit.
Yeah.
We would love to see your creativity. Veronique has got hers started, and it's absolutely beautiful. We may make a few more kits once we get closer.
Colorado, a couple people bought these kits.
Yeah.
We call them kits, but they're just color suggestions.
Yeah.
So but that being said, we're out of yarn, guys. So we came home, we've ordered yarn, it arrives Friday or Saturday, and then I can start dyeing. But like I said, our stock is now if you go on the website and you order what you want, the colors you want, but we'll dye it up, make it, and send it to you. So typically I do carry a huge inventory in my showroom, so when you order things, we just go fill it right away. Sometimes there's a color that we don't have that we have to dye up. If you order like 3 skeins, 4 skeins, 5 skeins, I want to make sure they all come from the same batch. So even if I have stock, if it's not from the same batch, I'll still go dye you another batch so it comes from the same lot.
Yeah.
I'm just particular that way.
So if you're not familiar with our kind of model of business, there's different models that yarn dyers have. We're mostly a dye-to-order business. So you'll purchase a yarn, and within the next couple days we'll dye it and ship it out. We don't do pre-orders very often. We do a few for collections, but we're mostly, you order it, and then within the next couple days we'll get it on its way to you. That's the way we like to shop. That's how, when we have an idea, we want to go ahead and just go make the project. We don't want to have to wait a couple months. So we try to be speedy and get it to you. Now, it does sometimes take us a couple weeks to get it if we're behind on orders and whatnot.
The longest anybody has ever had to wait on an order is 2 weeks. That's the longest. Typically, it's out in 3 to 5 days. So that's our normal operating times, but if we have a sale, like if we have we just had the Memorial Day sale too. So that may take, again, even after a huge sale like that, it's usually no longer than 14 days for me to have it dyed and ready for you.
Yeah.
That's just because...
It's who we are. We can't help it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have like a fuzz or something in my nose. The allergies here have been really bad.
Yeah, so we have our big giant garage door open, so out the parking lot's behind you, and you're looking in. So, and it's very cloudy and rainy today. It looks like it's about to pour any minute. But so this is where we hang out too. So when we're back here working and we're dyeing yarn, we'll come sit down at these chairs and just have a knitting break every once in a while. Yeah,
we have a little patio. We have some flowers. We have these patio chairs. There's some more flowers outside. We've decorated a little bit more.
The last Saturday we were open. So this past weekend we were in Colorado, but one before that. So we're open. Our showroom is open on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays where you can come and shop. We're closed Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for summer, just so we can get our work done. Because when you all come, we want to visit with you. We want to talk with you. We want to share about your projects. So no work gets done when we're pretty much open. No dye work gets done when we're open to the public. But anyway, a couple Saturdays ago, I had shows to get ready for. I was busy. I'm the only dyer. Anyway, I just said, everybody, you got to come back here. So we had people sitting out here, and it was just nice enough. It wasn't so hot. So they come to the store to buy yarn. I'm like, if you want to visit, you just got to come in the back and sit down and visit with us. And we had 4 or 5.
My friend Maddie, Ty, Mexico, and there was someone else who came back here. I can't remember who else was back here.
I don't know. So yeah, so if you ever show up, depending on how busy we are, you might just be hanging out back here with us.
I hope you don't mind.
It's like coming home here, so excuse me. Let's see, is there anything else?
Do you want to share the news with them?
I don't know what the news. Oh my God, the news! You do it. You thought of it. You tell them.
So, I'll give you the backstory. So, it was over a long weekend. I was with Josh at his brother's house. We always go over there on Memorial Day weekend to go fishing. We'll go camping. It was really rainy, so we didn't go camping this year, and I would not have fun trying to camp with this on. Anyways, she texted me.
7 a.m.
7 a.m. She was like, you need to call me. Or no, I think she told...
I just told you.
No, she told me the news, and I was like, no, this can't be right. This has to be... She has to be lying to me. So I go outside. Everybody in the house is still asleep. And she was like, we got into the New York Sheep and Wool Festival. I was like,
Rhinebeck, New York.
No.
The big dog.
No, we didn't, because we've been talking, with another yarn store that we may do a trunk show, but we were waiting to hear back from them, and no, we got into the New York Sheep and Wool Festival. So if you're in the area or if you're going to Rhinebeck, come say hi. We don't know what booth we're in yet.
Guys,
Rhinebeck, we're so New York, excited.
So if you don't know, the New York Sheep and Wool Festival in Rhinebeck, New York is probably one of the biggest fiber festivals in the United States.
Absolutely.
People come from all over the world. England, well, Canada's a neighbor, but anyway, People come from all over the world. You see famous actresses and people that knit there. It's a big show. But because it's such a big show, it's hard to get in.
Incredibly hard.
Incredibly hard to get in. Once you're in, someone once told me many years ago, before I dyed yarn, said, oh, to get into Rhinebeck, you got to wait for someone to pass away because you're not going to get in. So I don't know if I think I've tried once to get in. Anyway, that's why all these other shows have happened. So you've got Indian Tangled, you've got Cake Palooza. They're the suburb. Well, Rhinebeck is kind of a suburb. It's a little tiny town. But these other little tiny towns on Thursday and Friday pop up. It's like the pre-Rhinebeck show. So many people couldn't get into the New York Sheep and Wool of Rhinebeck that now these other little shows have popped up. And they're just as busy and crowded and full. Well, when we went to Rhinebeck this year, we did a little video on it. I noticed there were about 5 empty booths, meaning it was reserved, someone's name was there, but nobody's there. So you never know what happens. You know, someone's schedule could completely change in a year, or something could have happened. But I thought, I bet they won't like that. You know, the people that coordinate Rhinebeck, I bet they won't like that because...
I mean, you want to have a full...
You want to have a full show.
Full vendor list.
It was the last minute. It was like the deadline to apply was the next day. And I thought, well, I'm just going to try.
Why not?
It's going to be no if you don't try. So let's just try. So I filled in the application for the last minute, and it's not wordy or anything. They just basically want your social media stuff and your website. Anyway, that morning I got to work, and it's like, congratulations. We've accepted you into Rhinebeck. Oh my gosh. I'm standing up, I'm screaming, I'm running through the store. Whoa! I'm so excited. 7 o'clock in the morning. Rebecca, we got into Rhinebeck! So we are
I mean, I was standing outside, not screaming, but kind of screaming, yelling sort of thing, and they're like, what is wrong with this woman?
So we are so excited.
Yeah.
So we will be, for the shows this year, we've got Dallas-Fort Worth Fiber Festival in September. We've got the Rhinebeck in October. And then that's the 2 big shows we've got for the rest of the year.
But we're also doing, so like we said, in 2 weeks we're doing the trunk show in Conroe at the Modern Skein. In July we're going to the Arkansas Yarn Crawl at Lori's store.
Arkansas Yarn Company in Malvern, Arkansas. Lori. You probably all know Lori. If you don't know Lori, you want to know Lori. So Arkansas Yarn Company, she has a podcast also if you want to look for it here on YouTube.
Yeah.
But we'll be there for the Arkansas Yarn Crawl.
So we have that. We don't have anything scheduled in August. That's our time dedicated to getting ready for shows.
Advents.
Getting our advents all dyed up. August is already spoken for. I'll be back.
Okay.
We have a customer. We're open today.
Yeah, we're open today.
We're back. Sorry about that. We're open today, so we have some customers coming in to say hi and get some yarn.
Anyway, that is our schedule for the year.
Oh, we were talking about the rest of our schedule. That's what we were talking about. Okay, so we're doing July. We talked about the Arkansas Yarn Crawl. August, we're dyeing Advents. September, we'll be at the DFW Fiber Fest. October, we'll be in Rhinebeck, New York. November, we're planning the Oklahoma Yarn Crawl. We're finalizing all the information for that here in the next couple weeks, so we'll be sharing a little bit more about that. We don't have anything planned for December, but that could very well change.
We shut down between 2 weeks between Christmas and New Year's for a winter break.
Yeah. I travel home to see family. You have family who come and visit, so it's a good, nice little break for us to kind of reset, get ready for the new year, and
we have our
plan
daughter
all
Bailey.
the fun things.
So Bailey is Bailey of Harvard and Hyde, and she hand tools leather accessories and paints them. She's been in magazines. A rapper bought her shoes one time. She's very, very talented. Well, she makes shawl cuffs for us. Now, typically with her art, she hand tools the picture, the design into the leather. She doesn't do that for us. We just go get the shawl cuffs. She stains them for us, puts the snaps on them, assembles them, makes them. And she just does it because I'm her stepmom, and it's a favor for me. So we are actually incredibly lucky that we have Bailey. So she is going to start making some shawl cuffs, so we'll be able to restock our store with the shawl cuffs too. We had some, I use them as displays, so they're on the mannequin and they'll have the shawl cuff, and so many people want to buy them, but I've been out. So fortunately, after maybe in a week, we'll have those on the website. So we'll have Bailey shawl cuffs restocked.
Well, I think that's about it. We've just about covered everything. She has to get back to dyeing. I gotta go organize the front. We put some stuff back together yesterday, but we still got a little bit of work to do up front. Yeah. But,
well, y'all take care. Happy creating and crafting and making. And if you do make something, be sure and tag us on social media. We love to see that stuff. So, so see you soon.
Get ready for the crochet along.
Yeah, Ziggy interrupted the crochet along. 5 colors, guys. So shop your stash, shop us, shop someone else. It doesn't matter. You can join us for the make along. So Ziggy interrupted. It's crochet. It's on Ravelry. Go get your pattern. Go get your yarns, and let's crochet together.
Crochet at your own pace and enjoy.
Yeah. See you later.
Bye guys.